thought it was his only opportunity for him to be exposed to the world. And no, it's even better tonight with this hexagon adventure. As you can see, there's 11 centimeters. That's 4 inches difference between the two. Khatiev undersized at 1.70 m and 5 feet 11 for Zakaria Hamou.
All right, Zakaria Hamou in the blue corner making his pro debut against Alikhan Khatiev in the red. Who does have much more pro MMA experience, but as we said in the walk-ins, Hamou a very, very skilled stand-up fighter.
The problem is that Hamou, you know, we said it earlier, he's a dreamer. He's a fan of mixed martial arts, so he wants to do really something special. You know, when you dream about something for many, many years, you imagine yourself on top of the world. You imagine all your matches are going to show the best of you, and you're going to have finishes, and you're going to have some crazy stuff that's going to stay in the best of hexagon forever. So this could be problematic. I mean, if you dreamed too much, if you dreamt too much about this day, it could be, you know, disappointing.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good point. There's one thing about dreaming big, there's another thing about putting those dreams and turning them into reality.
It's like a minute of observation between the two.
And neither fighter throwing any strikes yet. There we see.
There you go.
Kick.
I think the goal of these two is to try to find the correct distance between the two.
Hamou taking his time. And this is his first pro MMA bout, so while he is extremely experienced in Sanda and striking disciplines, I'm sure it may take a little getting used to.
Finally, a snappy middle kick.
Yeah, definitely caused a bit of a slap, but I do think it connected with more of a foot of the shin, but nonetheless.
You know, when there's a big noise like that, doesn't mean that it hurts too much. Just pretty impressive. It's good to hear. It's explosive. But that doesn't really mean the impact was colossal.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oof.
Usually it's the ones that have kind of a slap mixed with a thud that are the most painful and devastating.
Tarzan not really using his height advantage. Well, he's using it just to keeping his opponent at bay. I mean, just look at the impact. We're talking about the body shot. The guy has oh, a purple abs now, Mr. Khatiev.
Yep. That's a shoulder strike there from Hamou as well. And that redness would indicate that the slap was actually not just something for show.
No, it was more than just a pop. So by the way, I think we forgot to mention that this is also fought in the bantamweight division, your favorite weight class.
Some noticeable redness on the lead leg of Khatiev as well. So clearly those kicks from Hamou are doing some damage.
It's good to always stay active, you know, in this position. Even if it does seem a little bit boring for the viewers, you can see that Hamou threw a couple of shoulder shots. Of course, that's not the way you're gonna knock your opponent out, which you can show him you're still active, you're still in it.
And interesting there that it was Khatiev who was just kind of holding on and hoping for a separation. You'd think that perhaps,
Hey!
Spinning back fist.
Super spinning back fist. Almost a video game-like maneuver by the Russian.
Well, maybe he was holding on to max out his power bar before.
Looked like it.
These guys are throwing some heat.
Counter with a straight right hand. I think the whole body of Khatiev just shows the impact. Every time you touch him, you see it just changes colors.
Yeah.
left part of his face is turning purple. Oh, it's going to turn purple even more now with that right hand.
And now we're seeing the takedown offense from Khatiev. I don't think he liked those strikes that were coming his way.
Hey, he's supposed to be a boxer. That's how you told us he started with boxing. He was supposed to be the dominant one in the stand-up position, but that's not what's going on.
Well, at least in boxing range, but at kicking range, it is clearly Hamou who has the advantage.
No, 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 no. In the first round, I think Khatiev is going to be handicapped by his height at this weight class because, of course, even in the bantamweight, you're not going to get the biggest monsters in front of you, but still, I mean, he's really, really small.
Yeah, I do believe he has competed at flyweight before, and that would explain why he does seem undersized here at bantamweight.
Talking about the Zénith Arena, filling up nicely. 4,500 tickets have been sold here tonight. It's always a treat to have all the fans coming from all over the country. The Hexagon also traveling all over the country. We'll be next week in Toulouse. By the way, Sebastian, will you be in Toulouse with me? Because I'm making a trip especially for the fans.
Unfortunately, I will not. My brother from an Irish mother, Phil Campbell, will be filling in for me.
Ah, Phil will be filling.
He sure will be filling. But rest assured, viewers, you are in good commentator hands. Celiano and Phil will be a great dynamic duo. But now back to this bantamweight action here. That's the thing, they're both taking their time setting up the strikes, but when they do pounce, they usually make it count.
Is that a replay from round one?
Kind of. Oh, big winging overhand there from Khatiev.
Just looking for that hard shot, this grenade.
And he got clipped there by a right hand from Hamou.
That's the problem. I mean, he's so small. Every time he's going to try to come forward, he's going to be picked apart by the very long limbs of Mr. Hamou.
He ate another right hand there before they clinched up. Khatiev seems at a bit of a loss at how to close the distance. He's throwing these big overhands and hoping to sort of clinch up after that, but the bigger those overhands are, the more openings he leaves for himself.
The middle kick got caught, and now Zakaria Hamou just pushed him as if it was nothing, just pushing a baby. And now it's time for him to work. You can hear his coach just told him, do not go to the ground, just work your magic, standing up, just tire him out. Continue with those knees. Just frustrate him as much as you can.
Yes, sir, and being the taller fighter, he can kind of pull a Tyson Fury and just lean on his opponent in these clinches and zap a bit of their energy. High kick mostly blocked. Nice stiff jab there. Oh, and another right hand.
We're mentioning earlier that it was the dream of Hamou to be a professional mixed martial artist, and I think the fact that he doesn't really have the eye of the tiger, he's not going in for the kill. He's just he's a good student. He's doing things well, but he's not going in, to be a killer really. I think that's part of the fact that he doesn't want to make a mistake. He doesn't want to open himself up to a counter that could hurt him a lot. So maybe it's not the most exciting debut for Hamou. Maybe that's not the way he was dreaming about it, but I think he's securing now a victory, just taking the opportunities how they come?
Well, man, he's picking Khatiev apart on the outside. He's taking his time doing it. He's doing it methodically, but I mean,
Hey, Sebastian, but do you feel any impact could actually knock his opponent out?
I mean, I don't know. One of those right hands earlier looked pretty strong. The kick to the body seemed pretty powerful. I would definitely like to see him amp it up a little bit. See, that right hand just missed there. I do feel like his right hand might be his best weapon here as Khatiev tries to close the distance.
Yeah, and he got punished. Finally, Khatiev finding the right distance. He got in twice, close to the body. And that right hand on the Khatiev side actually scored the two major punches for the Russian.
Oh,
spinning back fist.
And he tried to trip Hamou onto the ground, but the Sanda specialist managing to stay upright.
You know, I think that also Hamou fell to those massive punch twice in a row, so that's a way for him to maybe quiet down the Russian. Okay, we're gonna push him to the cage.
Yeah.
I didn't like that whole sequence. So we're gonna finish the round like this, only 15 seconds to go. He did enter the danger zone for a few seconds, right?
Yeah.
Last trip, yep.
Oh, and see, that is probably why his coaches did not want to take him to the ground, because even though he was the one who initiated it and got the initial top position, a very quick reversal there from Khatiev, which speaks to his Sambo background as well.
You know, Sebastian, here in France, we do have a lot of guys from Russia who found their way to France, and they're basically a lot of talented fighters from Russia who are now representing France. I mean, is it the same in your home country of Sweden? What kind of nationality make the trip and represent Sweden with pride after just a couple of years?
Well, I mean, we've got the likes of Hamza Chimaev amongst many others, Bilal Tipsayev, Baisangor Makaev. Definitely got a few from that region of the world.
The same deal. Yeah. They're all over the place.
Absolutely.
Do they all speak Swedish perfectly?
Perfectly would be an overstatement.
Well, that's a cool accent, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, third and final round now between the two. Advantage for Hamou, even though Khatiev ended up that second round in a right way. That boxing finally being opened up.
Yeah, that's the thing. In that sort of phone booth range, Khatiev definitely dangerous. How about looking at replays, it seemed like a lot of those punches which looked like they landed flush, mostly kind of glanced off or grazed a little bit. So Hamou very defensively sound in that aspect.
Nice reaction, just waiting for that low kick and throwing that crazy grenade punch. Stop with a jab. Not a lot going on, but everything's landing.
Yeah. Side leg kick there, but
see, everything's landing.
yeah. Hamou throws that lead kick, lightning quick. Look at that. I mean, you blink and you miss it.
Then maybe we should bring again Christopher Odena, the man who never blinks. He would see them all.
He sees everything.
Come on, come on, come on. Every time he gets in close and it transforms it into a brawl, the advantage can go to Khatiev. That's his only hope.
It's kind of a battle for distance, right? I mean, at that kicking range, being the taller fighter and somebody who comes from a Sanda background, of course Hamou is going to have the advantage. But the former boxer Khatiev, definitely dangerous at boxing range.
once again.
Oh, another very quick lead kick there, and a rear kick as well for Hamou.
Zakaria Hamou trying to put a little bit of pressure, but really a little bit. Still taking the center of the cage. Lazy jab trying to make him react.
I mean, he's getting some big reactions off of the jab for sure. You can tell that Khatiev is waiting to counter off of something like that and then just throw a 2, 3, 4 strike combination.
Right, this dude is ready to explode. It's got to be also super frustrating for a dude so small. You know, it's like everything you want to try, you can't.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That overhand landed. Might have been mostly on the guard, but still though.
Now back to being super aggressive, Khatiev. Come on, this is now your moment.
We have these fantastic explosions of violence. And then there's these periods in between of calculation.
Yeah, but I'm hungry for more, Sebastian. I'm sorry, but I think I talked about the eye of the tiger. You need to have this killer instinct if you want to be a top-level mixed martial artist. You can't really coast your way to a 15-minute decision. Yeah, 25 seconds. I think this one's gonna go.
Oh, big knee!
Wait. It's not over. He's still in it.
How is Khatiev surviving this?
And he actually got the takedown in his second one. Watch out for the guillotine. Oh, hey. Yep, right. The buzzer, at the moment, he fell down. That's crazy. They actually did go to distance, but that was one nasty knee.
I am so surprised at how well Khatiev recovered from that knee, because that looked brutal.
Please give us the replay. I want to see where it landed. Check it out.
Oh my goodness, that was flush on the knee. Or on the chin.
Flush on the chin, yeah. Wow.
Oh my goodness, how did he make it back from that?
See, he grabbed the leg almost by reflex and he just snapped that right leg and actually managed to get a takedown just a few seconds after, so, woof.
And that is some fantastic muscle memory there for Khatiev.
Well, that's gonna confirm what we knew was gonna happen. Zakaria is gonna leave with a decision. Could have been even better. But for a debut, you take what you get, right?
I mean, he went the distance, but he still got a big highlight with that knee.
True.
That I'm sure he's going to be playing on his Instagram.
Tarzan Hamou getting the win in his professional debut. You're talking about social media. You think that's the most important thing on the planet, to get a highlight reel for your Instagram, getting the likes in?
Mesdames et messieurs, je suis avec Zakaria Hamou, qu'on peut applaudir une nouvelle fois, s'il vous plaît.
And a big round of applause for Zakaria Hamou.
Je t'appelle Zakaria ou Tarzan complètement? Ah, Zakaria, c'est mieux.
You can call me Zakaria, don't call me Tarzan. Tarzan just my nickname.
Zakaria, c'est ton premier combat,
name is
première
Zakaria.
victoire au Zénith. Il y a avec beaucoup de gens qui t'encouragent. Raconte-nous un petit peu comment.
First matchup, first win.
Ah, ça va, ce moment je l'attendais depuis longtemps.
Yeah, I was waiting for that match for a long time.
Presque un an j'attends ce combat.
I was waiting for my pro debut for a year.
Enfin voilà, le moment est venu et j'ai pu me lâcher.
And finally it happened.
Content d'être là. Merci à tous
I'm
d'être
very happy to be
venus.
here. Thanks a lot for
Bisous,
coming
ma
in
famille,
tonight.
ma femme, mon père.
My family,
Merci à tous.
my father, my
Et
wife.
maintenant que tu as fait ce début
Thanks,
professionnel,
everyone.
qu'est-ce que tu veux comme suite pour
So
ta
what's
carrière?
next for you?
Moi je veux prendre combat par combat.
I'm ready for
Meilleur
anything.
français, puis ensuite être le meilleur européen.
My goal is to be the best in France, then the best in Europe, and then the best in the world.
Du coup, j'ai signé un contrat de 4 combats avec
So I
Hexagone.
signed a
Il m'en reste 3 et on verra pour la suite.
4-fight deal with
Okay,
Hexagone.
for non-French
So 1
speaker,
down,
just
3 to
said
go.
that, he wants to fight 4 times in HEXAGONE MMA. He wants to be the best in France and then the best in Europe. And he appreciated the first fight in his debut in the organization. S'il vous plaît, les Zénith, un maximum de bruit pour Zakaria Hamou, s'il vous plaît.
Voilà, c'est tout.